Hey everybody, it's Jason Van Note, your Central Texas realtor. Today we are talking riverfront property. I'm here in Wimberley along the Blanco River. We're going to learn a little bit about this particular river home, as well as things to look out for if you're looking at waterfront property. You know, before I was in real estate, I was a high school band director for 6 years. I love education, learning things myself, and helping teach it to other people. So let's come take a look. And if you're interested in more Central Texas home information, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Now, like I said, today the property we're looking at is on the Blanco River in Wimberley. It's listed for a substantial price, $1.895 million. Now let's see what you get for that. You do get this home right in front of me, obviously on stilts, which we'll talk about in a minute, but it is on 1.5 total acres. There are 2 lots, this lot here and the home, separated lots being sold together as a package. They're both roughly 3/4 acre. Both have a waterfront, which you can see the river there in the background. So that offers a cool opportunity. You get extra space, parking, whatever, if you just want to enjoy this home, or you can develop this into your own separate home, rental property, extra income, develop it and sell it. There's a lot of opportunity there. Now let's talk about the stilts here. Obviously it's raised. If you're shopping any waterfront property, this is in a flood zone because it's right on the river. You really need to make sure you have an elevation certificate. That will help determine what height this property needs to be put up at to be safe and insurable. You can potentially utilize some of this under area. For example, you could connect a drive right here and use that for parking. You might be able to see over there the neighbors, they've enclosed some of their lower area, which you can do, but you need to make sure you talk to insurance about what the insurability is if you add additional structure. I love this really nice deck that they've got. There's a walkway and stairs. Coming up to this home, we've got 1,900, just under 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, framed really well to take advantage of the beautiful view. It's all very recently renovated, nicely constructed, good materials. You've got what you would expect in a kind of standard kitchen. Electric appliances, there's no gas service right here. Coming through to your living area, which again framed by these beautiful windows and the view of the river. Big dining area, good gathering space. Now this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home. So we've got it separated into 2 bedrooms on each side. This is kind of the guest wing. And guest bathroom, I love this floor. It's like full-on stone tile. That's really cool. Got a lot of texture to it. They've done a nice job with finish selections on these bathrooms. Good details, nicely featured. There's also a lot of good light in this home, which I appreciate. There's fully motorized shades on all the windows, which is a big plus. Now, as we come across here, we'll get to the primary suite. Again, with beautiful views of the Blanco River. This is actually an area of the Blanco that pretty consistently maintains water because you can maybe see just right down there, there is a small dam that helps keep this area full. The Blanco struggles in some areas, even just a little bit upriver. You can see that it gets a little more shallow. But you got a good, decent primary space here. Again, I love this stone tile. Really cool, natural look. Dual vanities. Tons of light up here for your bathroom area. Fully tiled, large walk-in shower. You're gonna have that soap niche, a little seat, well featured there. The closet is a little bit disappointing just in that they haven't included more hanging space on the back there. And you've got a little bit of a wasted area right here, but a nicely finished bathroom. As we come across here, you get the extra half bath, which is always appreciated. You have a laundry with a sink, some extra storage on the right, and your final bedroom. So that's a quick tour of the home. Now, this home by itself in some random location at $1.895 million doesn't make sense. But what you really are paying that money for is not the home, but this patio and this view. So you can see a lot of your 3/4 of an acre is here on the back. The property line in Texas on waterfront extends to the center line of the body of water. Now you can't kick anybody off of the river. That's not how property on waterfront works, but you do have direct access to it. And just a really fantastic patio. You've got a good covered area. You've got some areas with sun. I love that you have the standing seam metal roof. Those are super durable and will hold up really well here in Texas. You've got the air conditioning unit right here. I'm glad that they did this. Sometimes, again, because of the elevation certificate, you'll see that builders will just build a platform extending off the side of a property and stick the air conditioning unit up on it. And it's like, 20 feet in the air. You can walk underneath it on this one little platform, hard to access. It's nice that it's convenient to, work on if needed and all that kind of thing. You can see over here, this stone wall is basically the property line. So this secondary property extends this full length here, steps down, already has a circle drive, ready for a home to be built right there. It's also got utilities ready for you. That can be a big deal in certain areas, securing a water meter or exactly what's going to be needed to get electrical access to the property. And that's already taken care of for you down there. So now we are walking down under the property. You do have, the entire footprint of the house here as concrete pad. There is some lighting down here. I love having at least a covered place to park my vehicle. So I would love to turn, driveway access there and utilize this for parking, something like that. There are no steps off the back patio, which I would kind of like if it were me. But you go out the front door and walk under the house to get to this direct river access. I mean, it is so lush and green. There's some great trees out at the front of the property. You've got good separation from all your neighbors across the river. This is just such a nice area. As we turn, there's that vacant lot, and there's the home. So let's talk about this vacant lot a little bit. On this street, it is very uncommon for lots to come up for sale. Over the past, since 2019, there's only been 2 lots that have come up for sale. This lot was one of them. Those both sold in the 400s, but that was before COVID pricing booms. So you've got a lot of added value in that 1.895 price point with this extra lot. You can hold on to it and sell it when you feel like the time is right. You can develop it yourself, etc. And just to give a little view of the area, you are tucked down one long street that has a lot of river access. So it's not particularly busy. You will get cars through just because there are a lot of homes off of this. There's some really nice, beautiful, spectacular homes, little compounds with short-term rentals, all kinds of things here on the river. So with all that being said, what are your thoughts on this property? 1.895 is a lot of money for a 1,900 square foot home, but it's really nicely finished. It's got that beautiful river frontage. It's got the extra lot. Depending on what your appetite is for utilizing this extra lot really determines whether this is a good value for you. But ultimately, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about this riverfront property. If you've got questions on waterfront or other options in Wimberley or through Central Texas, leave a comment and I'll be sure to catch you on the next one.